Hey everybody, we're out of the classroom here in the office to take a look at writing the argumentative essay using MLA documentation. Anytime that we do research, we have to have a method of documenting and citing that information that we pull from articles and books, right? And put that into our paper. There's different ways of doing this. And with the argumentative essay, we'll be using MLA. MLA stands for Modern Language Association. If you're doing a paper, say, for example, in a literature class, a history class, an art history class, a music class, anything outside of STEM, remember STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, you want to use MLA documentation. The first step, you'll notice, for the argumentative essay is the topic proposal. Please follow the steps. Don't be a step skipper. Follow the steps. In addition, in other classes, if you have a research essay to do or a big project to do, it's always a good idea to make sure that you're starting off on the right foot. If you don't have to do a topic proposal, I always encourage students, just run your idea past the instructor before you begin. That way you'll know that you're moving towards a good project or paper. With all that said, what will the topic proposal contain? You want to identify your topic, your position, as well as you want to have the argumentee. If you forgot what that is, please jump back and review the videos, the lectures from writing an argumentative essay, which will contain your points of attack as well as those of your opponent. That way, you'll be able to know what you're going to stand on and what to refute or rebut of your opponent. Notice here, right, you're going to upload your topic proposal and then just kind of wait. After I give it approval, then continue. And notice, you can't change your topic after it's approved. Spend some time thinking it through. Then here's the deductions here. Next is an example topic proposal. So you'll see right here, this is all that you have to turn in for the topic proposal. I'm doing my paper on deer hunting. That's my topic. I will write in favor of deer hunting. That's my position. Then you can see I did my best in MS Word to make a table that has a T. You can do this, or if you can figure out a way to make it into a T, that's fine, as long as we get this information in here. We have points in favor, points against, remember pros and cons. Remember the minimum is 3 on each side. You'll notice in favor, I came up with a lot more than 3, which is good. So now I have backup. But again, out of all these, I just want to go with the 3 best ones. After your topic proposal is approved, then move to step 2, which is writing your thesis statement and then generating an outline that consists of your topic and concluding sentences. Why do you want to have this so early in the process? Remember, the thesis statement drives the bus. And since it's going to be a 3-point thesis, it's automatically going to generate the topic and concluding sentences. So what we'll come up with in step 2 is a really good skeleton, so we know where we're going and what to look for when we're doing our research. If you've forgotten, please drop back and review the lecture video on writing the thesis statements for the argumentative essay. Remember that it should clearly identify your topic, your position, your stance, whether you're for or against. As well, this is one that a lot of people leave out, and it's really important. You have to alert the reader to the essay's purpose with argumentative language or have an argumentative tone. And remember, the rule of three. We're still working with the rule of three. You'll notice the different deductions. Then, here we have an example. As before with all the different assignments, I'm writing along with y'all and showing you examples to help model and so you can just kind of follow along. So here's my thesis statement, and what can we see inside of it? While it may be controversial, so that's language right, letting the reader know that I have an argument, then what do I have? Hunting, there's my topic, should be allowed and encouraged. There's my position. So far, so good. What's left to do? Rule of three. Let's see how that's going to come about. Excuse me. Because it controls an increasing population that harms the deer in our environment. Right? Deer's environment and our environment. In addition, hunting is a better option than other methods. So there, I did it. I got everything in there that I needed to have. Remember, with the rule of three, it's just going to drop down in order and generate, right, we've worked with this before. So I know that I'm going to have my body paragraphs laid out in this order. So here I go with my first point. When deer populations increase, the deer damage their natural environment by overgrazing ground plants, destroying natural vegetation that other animals eat, and some, such as reptiles and small birds, uses protection from predators. So that's my topic sentence. Then, below it, you want to write your concluding sentence. Now take a look here at what the concluding sentence does. It not only restates the topic, but also the argument. Thus, the deer population needs to be controlled by hunting to protect the environment. Right? That was the first point in my thesis, topic number 1. And what do I do here? I restate my argument. You've got to have really strong concluding sentences like this to not only draw the paragraph to a close, but restate your argument. Now it's the next one. Our environment. After the natural foods are gone, deer are forced to find new food sources, encounter humans, and continue to cause harm. So there's my topic sentence. Now, once I have it done, I'm going to go ahead and write my concluding sentence. Clearly, hunting is needed to control the deer population and save money and the loss of life. What do I do here? There's my topic. So in my concluding sentence, just as before, I'm abbreviating, that's my argument. Gotta have that. 3, those against deer hunting say other methods control the population. However, these simply do not work. Do you remember from the lecture videos earlier? What do we have here? Here I'm going in and I'm refuting the opposition. You want to do this in at least one body paragraph. You could do it in 2 or even 3, and it doesn't have to be the third. It could be the first or second, but you want to do this in your paper at least once. Why? Because this is how I convince someone that their position is wrong and that mine is right. These simply do not work. So in other words, are there other ways to control the deer population besides hunting? Sure, but they don't work. So then, right, so that's my topic sentence, just as before. Then, what do I have here? Again, I have my concluding sentence. And just as before, watch what's going to happen. Thus, deer hunting is the most reasonable and beneficial method of controlling the population. What do? I go in here and I restate my argument while I'm marrying it to the topic of that paragraph. You're going to spend a lot of time working on not only your thesis statement, but the outline that contains your topic and concluding sentences. After you upload it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave feedback for you. You might have a comma splice, right? Or you might have some missed punctuation in here, something that might be not so big as content, right? So there'll be feedback on content as well as grammar and mechanics. Please take a look at that feedback so you can incorporate those changes. Then it's time for the next step, which is research, and we'll get to that in the next video.